Okay, hi guys, welcome back to class. Today we will be talking about greater than, less than, and equal to. So let's get the lesson plan pulled up. So we are working on the Iowa Core Standard is compare two-digit numbers based on meanings of the tens and ones digits, recording the results of comparisons with the symbols. And then it shows you the greater than, equal to, and less than symbols. I hope that you guys will be able to compare two-digit numbers using the symbols for greater than, less than, and equal to. So all you guys need for class right now is a notebook, a whiteboard marker, or just pencil and paper, just something you can write down some problems on so we can practice them together. Let's do a recap because you guys know how number lines work. You guys know how addition and subtraction works. So if I had a number line and 4 is over here and 12 is over here, then you know that 12 is bigger because it's going down the number line. But you can also look at it like, oh, I have 4 cookies and I have 12 cookies. I have more cookies when I have 12 cookies compared to 4. So I would say that 12 is greater than 4. So let's start off with I have a presentation that it's under that. Can that thing move? Okay, there we go. So this one is a very helpful technique, is talking about alligators when we are talking about comparing numbers. So comparing numbers greater than, less than, or equal to. So when it's greater than, we have the so you want to picture this as like an alligator crocodile mouth. So when it's greater than, we're going to eat the bigger number. So you always are eating the bigger number, and that's how you can like tell the symbols apart. So a less than is facing this way, but you're still going to be eating the bigger number. And the other way I remember less than is if you unfold the mouth, it's an L, and it's like facing this way as an L. And then equal is if the numbers are the same, you do equal. So we're going to be working on these next problems using these 3 symbols. So 7 compared to 9. Let's just get your notebook out and we can write it out. And it helps if you draw a picture. This would be a really short number line because we would go from like 7, 8 to 9. But our number line shows us that we're getting bigger. So 7, 8, 9, that 9 is bigger than 7. You can also think about it and you can draw a picture if you're having cookies and you have a plate of 7 cookies versus a plate of 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, verse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here's 2 plates of cookies, and you can see that this one has more cookies on it because 9 is bigger than 7. So in this case, we would use our alligator symbol, and we want it to eat the bigger number. So we want 7 is eating 9. So this is what you should have. And we'll do more to practice. So this one is 6 and 3. So again, we can draw a number line and we can go from like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 is the bigger number because it's increasing on the number line. We can do This one you can also do on, you can do that last one on your fingers, but this one could be even easier on your fingers because if I have 3 fingers on this hand, I need an additional hand to do 6 fingers. Plates of cookies work. So for this answer, we want to eat the bigger number. So our sign will actually be facing the other way than the last one because we are now eating 6. So you'll have 6 is greater than 3, like this. Let's see if these give us. So here's an example of 10 and 10. Also, when you get up to numbers that are 2 digits, you want to look at the tens place. So here is our tens place, this first one. And so we would compare the ones. So 1 and 1 are equal. So then we would look at the next number. 0 and 0 also equal. So in this case, 10 is equal to 10. If I have 10 fingers and I have 10 fingers again, they are the same. A plate of 10 cookies is the same as another plate of 10 cookies. You can't really go anywhere on the number line because 10 is equal to 10. In this case, looking at the digit places, you can tell that they are equal. So here we would draw our equal symbol. And we'll have 10 is equal to 10. So give a sneak peek of the next one. So this next one, we get to look at our tens place and our ones place. So the tens place, we have a 1 on both sides. And so you might think, oh, they're equal because they both start with 1. But that's not the case in this problem because you have to look at the second number as well. 5 is smaller than 6. So we want 15 to eat 16 because we always eat the bigger number. And sometimes it is helpful if we draw little T's. Some worksheets have these on them too, but drawing little T's so you know I'm eating the bigger number because that one is bigger. Here's another example of looking at the tens digits or the tens place. In this case, the digits are both the same on both sides. So you would first look, oh, in my tens digits, in my tens place, I have a 2. Okay, they're the same, but that's not always the case. In this one, they are the same, but then you look at your ones place and they're both a 2, so these 2 are equal. These are some even bigger numbers. So for this one, you could just look at the tens place because you have 3 compared to 1, and any number that's going to start with 3 is bigger than the next one if they're positive. So 32 and 19, we know that 3 is bigger than 1 when we're looking at the tens place. So 32, so 19 is going to eat 32, which means that 32 is greater than 19. And here we go. That's what your paper should look like. I have a short clip of a video as well of somebody that gives examples.
Hello, boys and girls. We are at the racetrack, ready to compare some numbers. Let's see which cars participate in the race today and which numbers we are going to compare. You already know about place value and can compare numbers using base 10 blocks. Now, I'll help you find numbers that are greater than or less than other numbers. On your mark, get set, go! Do you like that racing helmet? See the number? It's number 25. We can look at the digit in the tens place first to help compare numbers. How many tens does my number have? 25 has 2 tens. It also has 5 ones. Nice job.
Whoa, adapted mind.
There is an ad, so we're gonna watch like 3 seconds of it and then it'll do the rest of the problem.
Explore the site with me. I'm in first grade, so
There's one of the race cars now. What number is it? Is 31 greater or less than 25? Both 25 and 31 have numbers in the tens place. See? We see that 3 is greater than 2. That means that 31 is greater than 25. We put up the greater than sign with the small pointed side facing the smaller number. So the sign would look like this. Whoa, look.
So that was just another example of what we're doing. So in that one, when we have incentives or when we have like tools in class, we can use our base 10 blocks, we can use our little ones. That's just more tools in class we'll be able to use. We can use our number lines. It's full screen. Okay. So that video also showed another way of how to look at the problem. So I told you that we want the alligator to eat the bigger number, but that one they told you that the point is going to face the smaller number, which is the same thing. So if the alligator doesn't make sense or doesn't help you, if you draw like the little like arrow thing, the pointy side will be facing your smaller number. So let's do a recap of the lesson. So I have a, let's exit out of this. I have a worksheet that we can go through. And this one is all 2 digits. So let's see if we can view this bigger. Okay. So let's zoom in. So it gives us the first one. Compare the numbers, write the correct symbol, less than, greater than, or equal to. So they did the first one for us. So 21 is less than 23. And even to this day, I still read this as like, I know it's less than because it's an L. The alligator technique is really good when you guys are like younger and still learning this, but once you get older, you'll know that this is like, if I straighten this to be an L, it's making the right L shape, which means less than. Also, when you get older and you know that 21 is less than 23. So let's skip down to 64 versus 63. So we're going to look at our tens place, and they are both 6s, which means they could be the same, but we don't know yet. So we need to check the ones place. Your screen sharing is paused. Oh, yes. Okay, well, here's the worksheet. I'm not sure what just happened, but it said my screen sharing was paused, but technology. But we're looking at 64 and 63 right here. You'll just have to ignore the ads because it doesn't want me to open a PDF on Zoom. But some of these will also be in the exit ticket, so you'll be able to see them again. But we're gonna do 64 and 63, 6 and 6 is the same, but it's 4 bigger than 3. Yes, so 64 gets eaten, which means 64 is greater than 63. So we're going to, that's it for the lesson today, and I will send out an exit ticket and just make sure you complete it after you watch this video. I hope you all had an amazing day, and you can let me know if you have any questions at all.